Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 2 takes a step outside the box by combining real-time strategy, actually tactics, and role-playing elements to create a wholly unique game. But in the end, its multiplayer and single-player games are held back quite a bit by a lot of repetition and monotony between the items, heroes, and abilities that just aren't distinct enough amongst the groups. The core of the game is you have very few units, so you have to guard them carefully, and set up your units to take cover. And I'm inside this building also to have additional protection for my units, and then use their different abilities to take out the enemy. One of the abilities here you can see I'm setting up to use a emplaced gun to shoot a wide range of units in a conical area around me, so that helps to suppress the enemy as well. You have to be able to take out vehicles, and also you see the timer in the upper right hand corner. Blow up buildings to take out garrisoned units to improve your chances of winning. So you have to be prepared for quite a bit of different enemies with different kinds of abilities that you set up before you go into a fight. And you can also throw grenades and artillery, as you see here, strikes to take out large groups of units. Again, using your abilities and different heroes correctly is the main way to win. And there is no economy in the game. You don't build up a base or anything. So you capture these points here, and then you'll see the men warp in. That's how you get reinforcements. That's the only way you'll get your men back. You don't train them or buy them with resources. So that's wholly unique, and it takes all the economy out of the game, which is great. See these icons? I clicked one. It's how you get supplies back. So to throw in another grenade, you have to actually win a fight, and then you earn supply reinforcements as well to throw more grenades and artillery strikes and whatever else you're using. Different kinds of missions you have here. I'm attacking and taking out different bases of the enemies. There I blew up one of their buildings. You never have your own base, but sometimes you take out their bases. Another level type here is I have to stay here and defend these structures against two different fronts that the enemy can attack through. So the mission structures change somewhat along the single player campaign. And a lot of the missions end with boss fights. Here I'm fighting this boss. See the circle there on the right side of the screen? If I don't move, I'm going to get hurt pretty bad by his special attack. Bam! He took out a lot of my units, so I should have moved. So you have to keep moving around and avoid their attacks. But a lot of their attacks are the same. Once you've seen one boss, they may look different, but it doesn't change that much. There's 3 different races in the game. The Eldar here are the high-tech race. They have these shields that you have to knock down to have a better chance of winning in fights against them. You have to be ready for a variety of different tactics against these different races. The Orcs, they have fewer units, but they're all stronger. They'll attack with vehicles more often. So again, you want to have at least one of your men be able to attack the vehicles. You have 4 different heroes you can use in most fights. So you want a wide variety of abilities so you can be ready for anything. And then the Tyranids are very similar to the StarCraft Zerg. They attack in huge numbers, as you see here, but all the different units, there I did jumped in with my jetpack to stun them. All the different units are pretty weak, so just make sure you can take out the large numbers, suppress them, and you'll win. There's these side structures like this shrine here that you can go off of the beaten path. It isn't on the direct part of a mission. Capture it, and then it can help you and give you abilities to later missions on the same planets. For instance, this boss fight here, there I just clicked, and because I captured a shrine on the planet, I have temporary invincibility in this tougher fight here up against this boss. So it'll help out in the end. You don't have to do it, but it can help you out. The aim of the game is getting experience for your characters, increase their abilities, change out tons of different items, and you also get traits such as this one, which will improve your abilities and as you go through the game. But in the end, you're just shooting and shooting and shooting, getting tons of different items that don't change a lot. Wide different missions, but it looks cool, but it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. You're fighting very similar enemies with similar items and similar weapons. They sound different, may look a little different, but you're just shooting the same thing over and over again. There's just melee and ranged enemies, that's about it. On the multiplayer, you only have one building. You don't have an economy again. You go around the levels, and similar to Company of Heroes, you capture points to gain requisition points, which lets you buy enemies back at your one building, and also upgrade for power to get more advanced units. Your main thing is your hero. You want to keep her safe, or him safe, because they can do quite a bit of damage and change the battle. That the one hero, so a lot of the heroes have similar abilities like area effect attacks, or here I'm placing down a Wog Tower to increase the abilities of my troops. But all the abilities are very similar: area of effect, heal, increase damage. Dawn of War 2 is a fun game for the first 2 to 3 hours that you play it. It's really fun to see the tactics, the role-playing elements, or the multiplayer going around capturing different points. But a lot of the heroes, a lot of the abilities, and a lot of the items get pretty similar and feel the same after a while. You'll notice that it's all area of effect damage, or the heal, or the increase the abilities, attack abilities of your units. But a lot of it's similar, so it's fun in short doses, but after a while it can get quite monotonous.